Greetings from Columbia, South Carolina. This is historic Memorial Stadium. It is your site for the Class 3A Girls State Soccer Championship as the 19-7 Eastside Eagles tangle with the 24-2 Seahawks of Hilton Head Island High School. Hello, everybody. I am Birch Antley, joined along by Emerson Phillips. And Emerson, this should be a fantastic contest as we have the defending state champs, the Hilton Head Island Seahawks, squaring off with Eastside, the Eagles of Eastside. They have won 4 state titles, their last in 2007. They have been here 7 times before. 2 talented teams on this pitch here at Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, Eastside finished in second place in its region, but they've got playoff wins over BHP, Fort Mill, Walhalla, and Greenville to reach the championship game. Both Fort Mill and Greenville were number 1 seeds, region champs. So Eastside very happy to be back in Columbia playing for the championship. Hilton Head, the defending state champs. They are a region champ this year. Wins over Socastee, Chapin, St. James, and Brooklyn Casey to reach the championship game.
There you see in white with the blue bottoms, that is Hilton Head Island High School, the Lady Seahawks. Winners a year ago over Fort Mill, 4-2. And they feature a junior goalkeeper, one of the tops in the lower state, Maylin Parsons, now in the, she's just a freshman, Samantha Womack. Maylin Parsons is on the other side for Eastside, very talented junior. And the Eastside Eagles, 19-7, under the direction of head coach Andy Robinson. Hilton Head, 24-2, under the direction of Ernie Swazi. In his 3rd year at Hilton Head, he's compiled a 58-12-2 record. Eastside in the all-blue uniforms today with the white numerals, white letters. Eastside will be moving left to right. Hilton Head on possession right now with Bridget Noonan, the junior. Trying to find Ashley Green. Cleared away. Heading pass over to Megan Farrell. Hilton Head returning a lot of players from that state championship team from a year ago. This is game number 2 of 3 here today on the South Carolina High School League Network. Thanks for joining us. As we just saw earlier, Christ Church from Greenville defeating Academic Magnet for the Class A 2A state championship. There's Ashley Green. Right side to Megan Farrell. Now cleared back to Jordan Halton James. And there's a shot from about 30 yards out. Easily cleared by Maylin Parsons, the junior goalkeeper for Eastside.
2 relatively young teams here, Birch. Only 3 seniors for Eastside and only 2 seniors on the whole roster for Hilton Head. So we've got 3 freshmen on the team for Hilton Head, and
including their goalkeeper.
All right, I count 6 freshmen for Eastside. So a lot of freshmen and sophomores and juniors, not a lot of seniors in this game.
A lot of those juniors from Hilton Head did play on this team from a year ago, so they do have some experience. And they have a very busy junior in number 8, Emerson Faith Leifer. And we saw Faith last week on the SCHSL network coverage of the State Track and Field Championship. She was running in a long-distance race.
Yeah, that's right. Ran a couple of events in the championship track meet, if memory serves, and so not a lot of turnaround time for her here, Bertie. Right back in Columbia for another championship weekend this weekend. Two weekends in a row for Faith Leifer, competing for high school championships. It's got to be a lot of fun for her.
Her parents log a ton of miles on the family sedan. As Hilton Head Island, a good 3-hour drive away from Columbia, South Carolina. And we'll see the Hilton Head boys tomorrow. Hilton Head, one of 3 high schools with their girls and boys soccer teams in the state championships. There's a shot from Ashley Green, handled easily by Eastside's Maylin Parsons. Eastside out of Greenville, South Carolina. Your upper state champs with a 19-7 record on the year. Hilton Head, the lower state champs, 24-2. Hilton Head with a big win in the lower state championship over the Brooklyn Casey Bearcats out of Casey and West Columbia, South Carolina. A 5-2 contest, and Eastside knocking off one of their big rivals in the Red Raiders of Greenville 2-1. But how about Hilton Head pouring on 10 points over Socastee to open the lower state playoffs?
Yeah, 10 goals in that first match, a huge total for Hilton Head, and they scored 5 each in the next 3 playoff games. Beat Chapin 5-0, St. James 5-1, and then BC, as you mentioned, by a final of 5-2.
Here's Hilton Head again with Jordan Houghton James, the junior. She'll send it right side. Trying to find a little seam with Amanda Kelsey Fitzhugh, nothing there. As Eastside closes the space, but Hilton Head right back on offense here. Trying to catch up to it is Ashley Green. Good job of blocking the ball away is Eastside.
It was a smart play by Eastside to just run interference so that the keeper, Parsons, could get out and handle that ball. That was 15, Andrea Hunt, running just enough interference on Ashley Green to allow Parsons to get that ball.
Throw in on the far side for the Eagles. Turned out to be beautiful weather here in Columbia, Emerson, as we started the day with some rain, overcast skies. And the skies cleared and the sun splashing down here in the capital city. We do need to mention field conditions. This field still is a little damp from all of the rains that fell here in Columbia during the week. I believe you tallied nearly 3 inches of rain over the past 2 days.
Yeah, 3 inches, over 3 inches in the last 3 days here in Columbia. And we've had inclement weather across the state of South Carolina that has wreaked havoc on the spring sports championship schedule. All the spring sports championships scheduled to take place this week, and the baseball and softball series had numerous games that had to be rescheduled because of the rain. So, we thought that the field conditions could be an issue here, but I tell you, Birch, the field held up very well in the first game, and as long as the sun continues to shine the rest of the weekend, I think the field will dry out and it'll be pretty good.
Here's Eastside with the takeaway. That's Ashton Robinson, the freshman. Hilton Head grabs it right back. Alton James sends it over right side, Megan Farrell. Farrell feeling some heat from behind, and she'll dish it to her left. All of the action right now has taken place on the Hilton Head side of the pitch, as we are 7 minutes in. And Eastside will throw it in from the corner, our near corner here at Memorial Stadium. Fight for it, Hilton Head controls with Alexandra Vinson. Or check that, Amanda Green, the sophomore. Green. Left foot pass over to Ashley Green. Amanda and Ashley are sisters, 2 sophomores. Now pass right side by Megan Farrell. Actually, I think she was probably going for the shot there, Emerson. It just sailed on her.
Yeah, I believe she might have been trying to bend that one in toward the corner and just didn't get much turn on the shot.
Yeah, just pushed it right. deep kick here from the goal from Malin Parsons. Eastside trying to find some action on their side of the field. They have been unable as Hilton Head has kept possession on their side this entire match. Little pass from Halton James, trying to find Ashley Green. And Halton James going for a long throw in, trying to lead Amanda Green. Header is picked up by Eastside. One thing about these Seahawks from Hilton Head Island, they know how to run, Emerson. They are constantly on the go, and they have a knack for finding a loose ball. Eastside struggling a bit with their possession passes. Here's Green, left side, little stutter. Will kick it back to her sister. One Green to another, and that one is clipped out by Katie Anderson, the senior from Eastside. Cleared away back to Carter Jolseth. Looks like early here, Hilton Head's plan is to try to get those greens loose over on the left wing.
Yeah, we've got 3 shots already for Hilton Head. No shots so far for Eastside, but we saw in the last game, Birch, just because much of the first half might be played in your defensive end of the field. Maybe you're on defense, you don't get good shots in the first half. It doesn't mean you can't win the game. We saw Christchurch cash in 2 opportunities in the second half against Academic Magnet to win the 1A, 2A Girls Championship. And again, it's not how many shots you get, it's what you do with the ones that you get. So I think we're looking at a little bit of a feeling out process here for both teams, and Hilton Head has had the advantage in that they've been on offense more, but as long as the score remains 0-0, obviously it's anybody's game. So I think Eastside will try to weather the storm early and then look for a chance to strike when they get an occasional ball. If they can win some midfield balls, maybe they can get their offense going.
That kick will sail out over on the far side, tracked down right at the center line. Eastside trying to track it down in the backfield, and they'll send it over to Parsons. And there is Hilton Head with an opportunity, but the ball got trapped a little bit there from the foot of Green. Green charging in 1-on-2, and Eastside knocks it away. Good block there by Eastside.
Katie Anderson selling out on defense for Eastside, able to block that shot out of bounds. So it will be a corner kick here for Hilton Head.
And that was almost for Ashley Green. It kind of looked like a situation. She had an opening there, Emerson, but kind of lost control. Or really, the ball just kind of got hung up on her foot, but it was almost like it was down in a divot on this field, and she could not pick it up cleanly. Here's the throw in from Halton James. Looking for Green, left side. Green dribbling to her right. And kicks away to the center. Looking for Bridget Noonan. Noonan puts her foot into it. And it's tracked down over there by Malin Parsons. So Parsons has been very active through 13 minutes of play. High goal kick. Off the knee of Eastside's Carly Caldwell. headed down. Ashley Green is there for Hilton Head, trying to feed her sister Amanda. Amanda has it. Ahead to Ashley. And Ashley loses it. There's a good defensive play coming in by Betsy Evett, the freshman for Eastside. A little late on the pass there. As that one sails through, Eastside was looking to find Mimi Lozano, the sophomore midfielder. I tell you, Emerson, you can just get a sense that the Greens from Hilton Head, Ashley and Amanda, they've got that sisterly intuition. They just seem to know instinctively where the other is at all times.
Sure, and that comes from years of playing together, practicing together. Not only with the Hilton Head high school team, but in the backyard. And that could be a real advantage for Hilton Head.
Green keeps her footing, turns, shoots, and digged away by Eastside's Maylin Parsons.
Six shots on goal for Hilton Head, Bert. Still none.
And we're counting 3 saves for the goalkeeper, Maylin Parsons.
No shots for Eastside thus far, and a little more than 15 minutes gone by now in the first half.
Well, they've only had possession on their side of the field for maybe only once or twice.
Yeah, that's right.
That's headed out by Kelsey Fitzhugh from Hilton Head. 24 minutes remaining here in the half. Class 3A Girls State Soccer Championship from the historic Memorial Stadium, Richland County School District 1 facility that has hosted this weekend of champions for several years now.
Yeah, this stadium was also the host of the 3A Lower State Championship, or Upper State. It was 3A Upper State Championship game in football this past fall. AC Flora hosted, or I had it right the first time, Birch. It was a Lower State Championship game in 3A football was played on this field here at Memorial. Bluffton beat host AC Flora. Flora had its best season in school history this past year, reaching the Final Four in Class 3A. But Bluffton came up here and beat them on this field and went to Death Valley and played South Point for the state
Bobcats
championship.
had their best season in school history as well.
That's right. Bluffton went to the state championship game after winning on this field and wound up losing to South Point.
And Memorial Stadium is, I've been to an outrageous number as well as you have, Emerson, of high school facilities here in the state of South Carolina. All of them I have visited, of course, are absolutely wonderful, but this is just one of my favorites because of its character, the history behind the stadium. It's rare that you will find an off-campus facility that's just nestled into a beautiful residential neighborhood like the one here in Rosewood. Here is Green. Nice little flick. She's got some space, looking for some help. A little through ball there, but nothing doing as she was trying to get it over to Amanda Kelsey Fitzhugh.
Yeah, I agree, Birch. I like Memorial Stadium. It is a nice neighborhood that it's in. A lot of oak trees and dogwoods and azaleas in this part of Columbia, in this residential section over here, the Rosewood community. And, another thing that kind of makes Memorial Stadium fun is that about 1/10 of a mile from here is Owens Field Airport, which is used, sort of as Columbia's smaller downtown airport. And from our vantage point in the press box, we can see planes taking off and landing, just across the tree line as we look out on the horizon. So that kind of makes it neat, too.
So a corner kick coming up here for Hilton Head. It will be handled by Bridget Noonan, the junior. Headed up by Nicolette Shawning, junior for Hilton Head. And that shot is wide. 21:38 remaining. First half action. It's been a busy first half for Eastside's goalkeeper, Malin Parsons. She's denied every shot that's been sent her way. She's got 3 saves, 6 shots taken by Hilton Head in this match. None for Eastside. They've just been unable to put an offense together on their side of the field. As Hilton Head's defense has done a really good job of making sure that Eastside's passing lanes are just completely shut down. Here's near side with Halton James. She sells it ahead to Bridget Noonan. Now over to Emily Crick. Crick sends it near sideline. Parsons coming out. That was almost a dangerous moment there for Parsons and Eastside as Emily came way out of the penalty box to cover up that loose ball just before Fitzhugh could get there for Hilton Head. Nicolette Schoening. Nice little pass to herself off the forehead. Trying to find Green here on the near side, and she is blocked out by Katie Anderson, the senior. But Hilton Head maintains control with Bridget Noonan sweeping left to right. Noonan now 30 yards back. And there's a foul on Eastside. That was Andrea Hunt, the junior, getting a push in on Ashley Green. So it's a free kick here. And a nice save by Eastside's Malin Parsons, the junior, diving to her left, Emerson. She just timed that one perfectly.
She did. I felt like her view may have been obstructed, at least partially, on that shot. Perhaps the wall impeded her view, and she appeared to be a little bit late reacting, but she got where she needed to be. Give her credit. She covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time and had to get full extension on that dive to make that save, and a big save it was. You know, the longer this game stays 0-0, Birch, I think the more, maybe it favors Eastside. I think Hilton Head has had the ball on offense for the majority of this first half, and they have certainly exerted more offensive pressure to this point. But, we go back to the original comment at this early portion of the game. It doesn't matter how many shots you get. It doesn't matter how much pressure you apply. All that matters is how many goals hit the back of the net. How many shots you can put in a goal. So I think if Eastside can, clamp down defensively and not let one get by, then that favors them the longer this game goes on.
And Eastside right now just trying to get something going on their side. It's been all action on the Hilton Head side of the field right now.
Yeah, it has been all entirely just about on 99%. The ball has been in Hilton Head's possession. And there's an aggressive play by Eastside's number 7, Ashton Robinson, just a 9th grader, mixing it up a little bit and trying to win a ball with her team on the offensive end. But she was called for the foul. Now Hilton Head's got it.
Yeah, nice pass over to the right side. They try to center it. Nothing doing.
Dangerous entering pass there that drifted through the box right outside the 6-yard box. And Eastside fortunate Hilton Head did not have a player there ready to strike.
Good defense there by Eastside. Now here is Halton James trying to set the offense. It's taken away by Eastside. Eastside working it along the far sideline, intercepted by Hilton Head. And Hilton Head, after starting this match with a lot of the play being to the left, they're starting to attack the right side of the goal here. Collision right at the line. And that's going to be a foul on Hilton Head. That's the first of the match for the Seahawks. And we've got an Eastside player that is down, but they're helping her up. She is A-OK. No score here with 16:37 remaining in the first half from Memorial Stadium in Columbia. Class 3A state championship. Eastside 19-7, the upper state champs. And the defending state champions and lower state champs, Hilton Head Island Seahawks, with a 24-2 record. Ernie Swozy, the head coach in his third year. Again, Malin Parsons. Well, Emerson, she is not afraid to leave her position.
Yeah, and it's important for the goalkeeper to be able to do that at time, because you can really control the back end of the field if your keeper is active like that. What you don't want to have is, a keeper scared to come off the line and end up, giving up a breakaway chance on a ball deep in your own end, and then, the goalie's stuck in a one-on-one situation. That's not good for the goalkeeper. So the goalie can help its own cause by coming out and getting off that line and providing some support for its defense.
Samantha Womack, the freshman goalkeeper for Hilton Head, she's just been down there as a spectator.
Really has. And, Bert's early impressions of this match are that Hilton Head is a more athletic team. I think Eastside might be a little bit bigger, maybe a little more physical, but clearly Hilton Head is the quicker, more athletic group as a whole to this point. But still nothing to show for it, and we're coming up on 25 minutes gone by in the first half. So, Eastside, I think, has got to be liking where they are. They haven't made a mistake that's cost them a goal, and they played well on defense, and they got the one really nice save from Malin Parsons.
Now Eastside with some numbers here. There's a good ball. Nice looking pass from the left side to the right, but unable to handle it as the forward for Eastside.
Yeah, it was knocked away on a good defensive play by Jordan Houghton-James, and
that's good physical defensive play right there for Hilton Head, and a good no call by the official. Eastside now drifting right, blocked away by Hilton Head.
Hunt tried to fire with the right foot, had that shot blocked just outside the box.
We've got 15 blocked shots, or block attempts here in this match. So Seahawks again.
I believe that was credited as the first shot of the day for Eastside. So 8 shots for Hilton Head, just 1 for Eastside, but still 0-0 here in the first half.
Hilton Head working the right side of the field again. Good takeaway there by Eastside. A little feint. And handled by Ellie Dahm, the senior. Now Eastside trying to work Hilton Head side of the field here. But again, the Seahawks right there. And now Hilton Head with numbers. Trying to centering pass over to number 23, Kelsey Fitzhugh. Now Fitzhugh trying to track it down, and getting there just in time is Malin Parsons.
That's a great piece of work by Eastside. Parsons, it's very physical when the goalie comes out the box like that and you challenge forwards on a 50-50 ball like that. You can get the ball kicked into your stomach or your ribs or your face, and Parsons did not seem to mind because she's concerned with doing her job, and that is to keep the ball out of the goal, and she did it right there by being aggressive as a goalkeeper. That was a nice series for Malin Parsons.
Here's an opportunity here for Hilton Head, right side, slipping it through, and it's a goal for the Eastside Eagles, and count it for number 8, Caitlin Young, for Hilton Head, Faith Leifer.
Faith Leifer on the difficult angle. Birch took it in on the right wing and was able to thread it past Parsons and inside of the left post, the far post, for the first goal of this 3A Girls State Championship final.
So in the 28th minute of play, Faith Leifer puts Hilton Head up 1-0 on her first goal of the championship. Faith Leifer getting one in on the left post. And there was absolutely nothing Malin Parsons could do on that one. That was just excellent footwork and a great shot by Faith Leifer, the junior for Hilton Head.
Constant pressure applied by Hilton Head in this first half, and you got the feeling that it was only a matter of time before they would be able to punch one in, and it was Faith Leifer from the right wing. Dribbled it in. Couldn't have been more than 10 or 12 yards out on that shot, and did a great job to fire it accurately on goal and get it past the sliding Malin Parsons.
The second foul assessed to Hilton Head, as you just saw Leifer putting it in on the replay. Now Hilton Head trying to work it ahead to Natalie Moldzinski. Parsons comes out. This could be trouble. And it's cleared out by Hilton Head. That is cleared off by Eastside's Robin Martin, the freshman. That was a huge play for Martin and Eastside because Parsons was in trouble there.
Yeah, it looked from our angle like that ball might make it over the crossbar, but it hung up with the backspin that it had on it, and that ball sat there in front of the mouth of the goal, and Robin Martin, the ninth grader, got back there to clear it off at the back line for Eastside, coming up on 10 minutes left in the first half here, and just a barrage of pressure, a constant assault by Hilton Head. They've had possession much of the time, and they just keep applying pressure on Parsons and this Eastside defense, making life hard for them today in Columbia in the state championship match.
That pass sails a little bit as they were trying to get Logan Denzel coming down the near sideline. And it will be a throw in here for Hilton Head's Halton James. James tosses it ahead to Emily Crick. Crick drifting to her right on the dribble, shoots and saved by Malin Parsons, diving to her left.
Parsons getting a workout in this first half.
She sends it 40 yards downfield to the center line. Action now at the middle of the field. And it will be a throw in for Eastside over there on the far side. Cleared away by Hilton Head. Eastside trying to answer the Faith Leifer goal in the 28th minute. We've got 8 minutes remaining here in the half. And again, Emerson, the reason why we are counting down from 40 as opposed to counting up, which you traditionally do in soccer, is the clock here at Memorial Stadium is a new clock, and it will only count down.
That's right. That clock obviously made in the US of A. It only counts down to 0, will not count up from 0. So
Coaches Association, I think they're going to probably get a hold of some 9-year-old computer expert that can hack in to a Department of Defense database or something to see if they can figure it out. Parsons comes out again, very dangerous, but she's able to slip and cover. And Parsons, I am very impressed with her aggressiveness and impressed with head coach Andy Robinson for allowing his goalkeeper to be that aggressive. He does not restrict her. It seems like, he has all the confidence in the world in his junior goalkeeper.
Right, if Eastside is going to have any hope of winning this game, obviously Parsons will have to play well, which she has to this point. Just the one shot got by her on a terrific shot by Faith Leifer. And, Birch, I mentioned a moment ago that when the keeper comes out on a 50-50 ball like that, not only can she take the ball in the stomach or the chest or the face, she can also take a boot to the mouth, So you really have to be fearless as a goalkeeper, running at an oncoming ball with an opposing player racing in after it as well. And, if the keeper gets there first, if it's by a fraction of a second, the goalie could get kicked. So it really takes it takes reckless abandon to be a good goalkeeper. And it also takes a little bit of disregard for your own personal welfare. So I think Parsons has displayed both of those qualities very nicely in the first half. Goalkeeping is not for everybody, Birch. You are in the line of fire all the time, and I think it takes a certain breed to want to play goalkeeper in soccer, or hockey for that matter.
Here's Eastside on the prowl. Kneed away by Crick from Hilton Head. She takes a long shot, and it sails high over the crossbar with 5:37 remaining here in the half, and Hilton Head holding on to a 1-0 lead as Faith Leifer found the net with 20 in the 28th minute.
That was the longest shot of the championship weekend thus far, Birch, about 35 yards out, and sailed over the goal. That shot floated a little bit and carried over the crossbar. Got a couple of helicopters landing over at Owens Field Airport, just over the tree line as we look out from the press box. I saw 2 helicopters there, Birch.
And Eastside trying to move it on their side of the field, which they just haven't had the opportunity here in the first half. And that one's going to be tracked down over on the outline by Nicolette Schoening for Hilton Head. So Schoening will put the ball into play. Standing to her goalie's right. Remember, folks, that you can get a copy of this and other championship broadcasts from the South Carolina High School League Network by checking out our extensive and exclusive DVD library. All of the Weekend of Champions in the 2012 soccer edition will be available, as well as 2011, 2010, and other sports. Just check out our website at schsl.tv. Find your favorite championship performance and click the button that says Buy DVD. It's that easy. And you can own a part of South Carolina high school history. That's at schsl.tv. And we certainly need to thank Jerome Singleton and his staff for putting together another wonderful championship weekend for us in the South Carolina High School League. Jerome Singleton, the commissioner. Skip Lax kind of runs this event. He's one of the associate commissioners, along with Nessie Harris, Drew Nix, Bruce Julian, who is also the director of officials for football. And need to thank Jan Hogan, the media specialist, for making sure that all of the rosters are in the hands of the broadcasters. It gets pretty difficult trying to track down all of those rosters, but Jan makes it easy for us.
Yeah, she does. And, you know, we come to a weekend like this. We've got 7 games in 2 days. And we have, we got 7 games in about 30 hours, Birch, and 14 teams competing here. And, it's It's just a boatload of information that we try to absorb.
And you only have about 2 days to get it all in, as the upper state and lower state championships were decided.
That's right.
Earlier in the week, so you've got to get 14 teams together in a quick turnaround. And especially the high school league has other things going on. You know, this is Spring Sports Championship week. So you've got baseball and softball taking place, as well as golf, boys tennis, and the weekend of champions here in soccer. Now the Seahawks will work at left side to Green. They've been attacking the right side. Coming out, another nice job by Malin Parsons to come out on the shot from Ashley Green. And Hilton had, in the first 15 minutes of the match, they really spent the majority of the time on offense attacking the left side of the goal. And then the last 15 minutes, it's really been a reverse, working the right side. Faith Leifer's goal came from the right side. Here's Halton James dribbling to the right. That's taken away by Eastside, and Ashton Robinson, the young freshman. Now right side goes Hilton Head with Faith Leifer. Boy, Parsons again coming up big. Under a minute to play before we take a timeout.
I think Parsons will be feeling the effects of today's game tomorrow, Birch. You know, she has really sold out.
Yeah, she really has. She puts her body on the line. Emerson, she does what a good goalkeeper does. She goes to where the ball is at. Under 10 seconds. Hilton Head trying to rush a shot, and they're not going to have enough time. That's going to do it. The first half will come to a close with Faith Leifer and the Hilton Head Seahawks leading 1-0.
12 shots to 1 in favor of Hilton Head, and they lead 1-0 here at halftime.
But don't go away, folks. We've got more exciting soccer action when we return to Memorial Stadium in the capital city of Columbia. Birch Antley and Emerson Phillips with you here on the South Carolina High School League Network.
Assistant Commissioner of South Carolina High School League Skip Blacks, presenting the Official of the Year Award. The 2012 Soccer Official of the Year, the Black League in grateful appreciation of outstanding service and unselfish devotion to interscholastic athletics. I'd like to present this award to Buzz Moore. Congratulations, Buzz. Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that Richland County School District 1 is a smoke-free facility. Smoking and smokeless tobacco are not permitted here at Memorial Stadium. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch action from today's matches at SCHSL.tv. Big thank you to Birch Anthony and Emerson Phillips with the South Carolina High School League Network for their coverage live and on demand.
We are back in Columbia, South Carolina in beautiful Memorial Stadium on what has turned out to be a beautiful day here. Birch Antley and Emerson Phillips with you. Emerson, Faith Lifer connecting with a goal in the 28th minute as Hilton Head leads Eastside 1-0.
She scored it on a sharp angle from the right side, took it inside the box to about 12 yards out and hit a ground ball shot that just got past Malin Parsons and ended up in the left corner of the goal.
And Malin was really working hard in the first half. We've got to give a tip of the hat to Malin Parsons. You know, that one goal is the only blemish, but she had a ton of saves. Yeah, right there, just a beautiful angle there by Faith Lifer. Slips it past the diving Malin Parsons, who really, as you said, Emerson, in the first half, she sells out on every play.
Yeah, she was very aggressive coming off that back line in the first half, and I think she'll need to continue doing that, you know, to keep Eastside in this game. The bigger concern probably for Eastside is the fact that they had so little going offensively in the first half. They had one shot that came from just outside of the penalty box, and it was blocked. They haven't had, 0 saves in the first half for the Hilton Head goalkeeper, and that's Samantha Womack. You know, Samantha could have bought a ticket to this game today, Birch, and she really wouldn't have been missed. And that's just kind of the way the first half went. But Eastside now with a chance to reorganize itself and regroup for the start of the second half, and they've got to come up with something offensively to try to put some pressure and flip this field around on Hilton Head. The entire first half was played in Eastside's end of the field.
And there's Womack for the Seahawks, the young freshman. And actually, that is Lauren Bush, so we should correct ourselves there. Lauren Bush in 00, Samantha Womack in 0. So Bush is the freshman goalkeeper who has been in this game, as opposed to Womack for Hilton Head. Now we are underway here in the second half. Eastside in the blue, Hilton Head the white tops. In the first half, we thanked the South Carolina High School League and all the hard work that Jerome Singleton and his staff puts in, but we also need to thank the South Carolina Soccer Coaches Association. They do a lot of work behind the scenes, helping the high school league put this event together. Be sure to check out their website at www.scSoccer.com. All of the money collected from sales of concessions and sales of the programs go directly to the Coaches Association so they can put that money into the Clash of the Carolinas, which is the soccer equivalent of the Shrine Bowl. It will pit the best of high school soccer in South Carolina against the best of high school soccer from North Carolina. That game will be played in Charleston, South Carolina on July 7th. And also the Coaches Association uses this event to help offset the costs for the North-South All-Star Game, which will also be played in Charleston in the month of June. So we certainly need to thank all of the officials with the South Carolina Coaches Association. Check out their website at scsoccer.com. Kyle Heisey does an outstanding job maintaining that website and keeping up with statistics and information on every high school soccer team in the state of South Carolina that's involved in the Weekend of Champions and more. 37-52 left in this match. Hilton Head leading by 1. Eastside finally with a chance here on their side of the field, which was virtually non-existent in the first half. But Hilton Head pushes the action away, and down the near side comes Crick.
Emily Crick, an 11th grader, controlling here, and a nice through pass here, Birch. This is Faith Lifer.
Now right side centering pass. Here's an opportunity, and a good job on defense by number 20, Jen Aceves, the sophomore from Eastside, to get in there, get a little physical, but a clean play by Aceves.
Yeah, a little shoulder bump there, but a clean play. You know, not enough contact to draw a penalty, and she didn't knock the offensive player to the ground, and that's just a good aggressive play to gain some body position and prevent Hilton Head from getting a shot on goal.
Nice little pass over to the left, but then pushed out by Eastside. Now Fitzhugh dribbles to her left. Now they try to find Faith Leifer here on the right wing, and it's cleared away by Betsy Evett, the freshman from Eastside.
Corner kick coming up here for Hilton Head. It'll be number 17, Bridget Noonan.
Yeah, the third corner of the match. Right line, out of bounds, but Hilton Head maintains control. It's Carter Jolseth on the handle for the Seahawks. Crossing pass, not there. And in the backfield for Hilton Head is Halton James. Feeds over to Joseph. They're trying to find Green, and Crick comes away with it. Crick over to Leifer. And there's our first slip. That's field conditions right there, Emerson. That's one of the sections of the field that is the dampest.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier the two penalty box areas are still retaining more moisture than the rest of the field. The field is crowned, but the two penalty boxes are still very wet, and that's the first time today that we've seen a player slip down due to field conditions, which we were really concerned would be an issue at the start of the day, but the rain finally stopped for the first time all week almost, and we've had some sunshine that has helped dry the field a little bit.
Hilton Head denying Eastside again from moving possession to their side of the pitch. Over the center line, and now back to Hilton Head. And Faith Leifer, right side. Threads it over to Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh traveling down right side. Fitzhugh centering pass, not there. Another one. And the goalkeeper, Malin Parsons.
She got hit in the face, Birch.
Yeah, she certainly did, and the whistle was not blown. It was still live action. So Eastside is going to have to tend to their star goalkeeper, Malin Parsons. And she appears to be okay, but
it might have hit her in the nose. Maybe it was around the eyes, but it looked to me like it hit her right in the face.
Yeah, she's okay. She's going to dust it off. Obviously will stay in the game. You know, she is an aggressive attacking goalkeeper. She puts her body all over the place. And she did take one. As you see, Andy Robinson over there for Eastside. Green falling down. She takes a foul from the back. Now Crick. Crick feeding Leifer. Leifer bottled up. Now Joseph.
Nice play by Joseph to come up with that ball, beat Lozano to it, and won that 50-50 ball. A good hustle play by Carter Joseph, the junior from Hilton Head, wearing number 2. But another goal kick here for Eastside, Birch, and substitutions now for Hilton Head.
And coming in, Logan Danzel, the junior. And also Natalie Moldzinski. Eastside clears it away into the backfield. Handled nicely by Ashton Robinson. But Hilton Head right back on it. Here's Leifer. Looking for a little crossing pass. Now trying to find Fitzhugh. So Leifer will throw it in here near sideline. Chest bounce there by Moldzinski, who just checked into the game. Good clear by Eastside. But again, Emerson, we're starting the second half just like we did the first.
Right.
No action on the Eastside portion of the field.
Yeah, they only had one shot in the first half. They have one here in the second half. And again, the bulk of the action taking place with Eastside on defense and Hilton Head in and around the Eastside penalty box. But still just a 1-0 game, Birch. You know, Hilton Head would have scored their second goal, but they hit Parsons in the face with that shot that had her shaken up. And that was really, you know, a break for Eastside because that looked like it was an excellent scoring opportunity for Hilton Head. And Parsons, again, in position. You know, she didn't have enough time to react and block it with her hands, but it hit her. It looked like, again, it looked to me like it hit her in the face and saved a goal, you know. So the score remains 1-0, and Eastside is still, you know, one opportunity away from tying this match.
Here comes Fitzhugh. Good pass over the center line. Well, Hilton Head will settle. Move it right side, looking for Leifer. Pass too tall.
Goal kick.
And Leifer right there on top of Grace Knupp, the junior. And there's a good look at the junior Maylin Parsons. She's been very active here today. 30 minutes, 49 seconds remaining here in the match. With Eastside trailing by 1 to the Seahawks. Faith Leifer notched the goal back in the 28th minute. Parsons sends it 35 yards downfield. Eastside trying to take it away here from Hilton Head. Here's Crick with a little move, and that shot pushed off the right foot, wide right. So here's another look at Parsons on the throw-in.
That was the 16th shot of the game for Hilton Head, just 2 for Eastside. So, you know, the Hilton Head dominance continues here, but it is really not reflected on the scoreboard.
Backfield defense for Hilton Head has been very, very impressive. They have cleared away any threat that Eastside has thrown, which has not been a lot here in this game because Eastside has just not had very many open looks. Very impressed with Hilton Head's defense. Eastside very much in this game, though. 29 minutes left to play, and a corner kick here. Eastside looking to put a threat together. Header cleared away off the line by Hilton Head, and
I believe it was
Carter Joseph. Yes. Now Faith Leifer pushing ahead. Hilton Head on the attack. Leifer centering pass is too wide for Moldzinski, the sophomore.
So the best scoring chance of the day by far for Eastside, turned away by Hilton Head junior Carter Joseph on the back line. Birch, you know, the coaches assign everyone a position on these corner kicks defensively, and you know the keeper cannot always be depended on to defend the entire goal. So you put a couple people on the back line just in the event that something like we just saw happens, and that's where Jolfa was coached up, and she knew to be on the line, and she saved Hilton Head a goal right there. It could be a tie game were it not for that play by Carter Joseph.
Yeah, the Eastside Eagles just finding it very difficult, tough sledding trying to maintain possession on their side of the field. Emerson, the North-South Soccer Classic, it will be the 24th North-South All-Star Soccer Classic. It will be June 16th in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And then the 6th annual Clash of the Carolinas is July 9th. And that's also in the Charleston area on Daniel Island at Blackbaud Stadium. That's North Carolina versus South Carolina. Beautiful save there by Maylin Parsons, diving again. And here's the cool thing about the Clash of the Carolinas, Emerson, is after the North Carolina-South Carolina All-Stars play each other, then they are paired with the South Carolina All-Stars will play with the Charleston Battery players, and the North Carolina All-Stars will play with the Charlotte Eagles of the USL Pro League. So they get to play some soccer with some of the folks that get paid to do so.
Yeah,
so that's a pretty cool event right there.
Yeah, that's fun for the high school kids, and I imagine the pro players enjoy that as well. Sort of an opportunity for them to participate in a game that that's something that they would not normally get to do. So that's a fun event and a really nice touch put on that event by its organizers. That's good stuff.
Here's Hilton Head. Free kick punched away by Maylin Parsons.
Parsons got, the fist up on that, maybe 4 fingers. She got just enough of that ball to deflect it along and keep it out of harm's way for Eastside.
Hilton Head still attacking. A little head flick there by Fitzhugh. Gobbled up by Parsons. This ball bounces right at midfield. Crick trying to take it away, but Eastside keeps it down. Now Eastside trying to press the action. Grace Knupp, near side. And it's taken away by Nicolette Shawning, the junior from Hilton Head. Seahawks leading 1-0. This is our second game of 3 here for the Girls State Championships. Now our final matchup will be the 4A class as T.L. Hanna, the Yellow Jackets, will face off with the 2-time defending champs, the Wando Warriors, looking for a three-peat. Checking in for Eastside now. It was number 9, Robin Martin, the freshman. Throw in. Controlled by Hilton Head. Now Eastside trying to track it down on the far side. Eagles get a hold of it. And Lauren Bush playing center field. The goalkeeper hauls it in. Left knee for Eastside and Jenna Aceves. And the Seahawks trying to find some openings in the passing lane. Send it to Crick near side. Crick with a good-looking angle. She's going to take the long shot here, Emerson. And Parsons again coming up and colliding with a teammate. Boy, just Parsons puts her body on the line every time she goes after the ball.
I believe it was Logan Danzel from Hilton Head who crashed into Maylin Parsons. So Parsons hit the deck again, where she has spent much of this match. She's been all over the place for Eastside, and just can't say enough about the job she's done today.
Here's Crick. Hilton Head again controlling on their side of the field. Crick, right to left dribble. Passes over to her left to Megan Farrell. Farrell pushes that one wide left. So we'll have a substitution checking in for Eastside over on the far sideline. And Hilton Head will do the same as Logan Danzel will take a breather. And Rebecca Johnston, the freshman, will enter the game. Tell you what, Emerson, Malin Parsons, the junior goalkeeper, she is going to need some Epsom salts and a hot bath.
She will. And I'm sure she would love for her teammates to try to get something going on offense. But, you know, Burge, Hilton Head has just won more balls. They've gotten to the ball a little bit quicker in space. And, you know, the possession time has got to be, 3-1 at least in favor of Hilton Head. They have just controlled the tempo of this match throughout. And, you know, the one big stop on the back line by Carter Joseph off an Eastside corner kick is really looming large right now. You know, that was a wonderful scoring opportunity for the Eagles, and Jolthus,
we've got 12 shots in this match for Hilton Head, 4 for Eastside.
17-4, yeah. And, you know, Eastside had only 1 in the first half, so they played better here in the second half. The only goal coming with 12:44 left in the first half by Hilton Head's Faith Leifer. About a 10-yard shot, ground ball shot that she scored from an acute angle on the right side of the penalty box.
Eastside trying to keep it in play with Bailey Hack, the freshman. And both of these rosters are filled with underclassmen, Emerson. You were right when we started the broadcast. You were surprised of the number of underclassmen. Only 2 seniors on the roster for Hilton Head, the defending state champs. And only 3 for Eastside.
Yeah, Eastside's got 3 seniors, 6 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 6 freshmen. Eastside started 2 freshmen today as Eastside gets a sub in now.
Yeah, that's Carly Caldwell, the senior, one of the captains, coming back into this game after taking a breather. 20 minutes remaining. We are in the 60th minute of action. Emily Crick splits the defenders. Emily Crick looking for Faith Leifer near side. Leifer trying to track it down, sends it up and over the crossbar. Boy, Leifer almost had the perfect touch on that ball, Emerson. That was excellent thinking there by Leifer. Just try to lob it in there.
Yeah, she tried to chip it in. She saw Parsons come off the line, and Parsons got caught in no man's land, and Eastside very fortunate that that ball was not chipped in. It was an open goal. I think Parsons thought she could race out and get to that ball like she's done so many times today, but the Leifer had the angle to the ball and just chipped it over the crossbar.
That's Hilton Head charged with the foul. That's number 6 for the Seahawks. So Eastside hope to have some good passes, but Hilton Head right there to take it away. And the action returns to Hilton Head's side of the pitch, where it's been the entire game. Here's Faith Leifer again. Leifer pushing it ahead, right side, crossing. Nothing doing. Eastside is there, corralled by Paige Payne. But right back to the Seahawks, looking for Leifer.
You know, oftentimes, Birch, when you see a game played on one side of the field like this, you know, there are counter opportunities for the team that is on defense much of the match. You know, maybe they clear a ball out of the box and allow one of their forwards to get, you know, a 1-on-2 or a 2-on-2 situation, where in soccer, you know, typically those type of numbers favor the offensive team. But I don't think that Eastside has enough speed at the forward position really attack Hilton Head in that fashion. So, I'm thinking they're going to have to get it into the offensive zone and, score off of a set piece or maybe off a corner kick, something like that. That was their best chance to score today. It came off of a corner when Joseph, playing.
And she was on the line.
Defense. She's not the goalkeeper. She's a defender, and she was back on the line and blocked the ball with her thigh. So.
Yeah, it's going to take, like you say, a set piece for Eastside, or if they can just try to muster a little breakaway, which, with a team like Hilton Head is very tough to do against.
Right, and that goes back to, what I was speaking of earlier about Hilton Head just being a little bit more athletic team. They just are a little quicker to the ball.
This shot is wide from Eastside's Katie Anderson, the senior, or by Hilton Head, rather, it's Emily Crick, and gobbled up by Eastside's Malin Parsons.
We're pushing the back right there by Jen Acevis, and
here comes Hilton Head again. Looking for Crick. Crick gets past the defender, slips it ahead, looking for Leifer. Leifer gets it off the carom, sends it over as Parsons comes out. She gathers herself, though, as the pass was wide left. Parsons came out of the box for Eastside.
Another solid play by Parsons coming off that line.
Yeah, very aggressive again.
Able to get the right hand on it and, didn't punch it out, but just sort of deflected it enough to prevent another scoring chance for Hilton Head. So here's Parsons with the goal kick here, Birch.
Eastside slips it past the defender. Now Eastside on the attack. But Hilton Head is there to close that hole quickly.
Yeah, that's the story of the game. Hilton Head just a little quicker to the ball. That was a perfect example. And now Hilton Head will try to counter.
And here's a good feed to Leifer. Leifer waiting for some help. She's going to get bumped. Good play by Carly Caldwell, the senior, for Eastside. Joseph sends it over. Ahead to Leifer. Leifer trying to track it down. Parsons comes out, and she wins the battle.
Another collision for Parsons. She takes another spill, and she has really worked hard, Birch. And we like to say, she has earned her scholarship today.
Hilton Head takes it away in the backfield. There's Crick to Leifer.
Caldwell won a ball there for Eastside, but quickly Hilton Head back with it.
Hilton Head on their sideline. The Green sisters, Amanda Green and Ashley Green. And Coach Ernie Swazi trying to rest those speedsters up as much as he can, I assume. Hilton Head with more of a defensive savvy lineup on the field right now with the 1-0 lead with 14 minutes remaining.
I would think that Hilton Head will continue to pressure offensively, although with so little time left.
Well, and Hilton Head, when they're on offense, Emerson, it's like they're also on defense because they can keep it away from Eastside.
That's true, in the sense that you cannot score when you don't have the ball. And that's really been the story of this match. Hilton Head dominating possession time.
And
they've controlled midfield.
The Green sisters are standing on the near sideline by the official, ready to check in. The horn blows, and the Greens will take to the pitch here very shortly. Ashley, number 14, and Amanda, number 19. So Coach Ernie Swazi wants his faster lineup on the field right now.
Birch, I like how the greens have the small, thin Seahawk green headbands. And I believe they are the only Hilton Head players wearing that thin headband. And, of course, the color of the band matches their last name. Birch, you see where I'm going with this?
The green's in the green. There it is.
It's sort of a lime green.
And they're talented, too, just sophomores. Very fast. They have good presence on the field. That ball will sail out over on the far sideline, so Eastside controls. Eastside. And picked up easily by Lauren Bush.
First save of the match.
Over to the midfield line, and Parsons will send it deep. Under 12 minutes remain. Still a 1-0 match. With Hilton Head leading. A goal by Megan Leifer, or by Faith Leifer in the 28th minute.
Lauren Bush with her first save of the match, coming with 12 minutes remaining. 78 minutes of soccer before the Hilton Head goalkeeper was required to make her first save. So, I mentioned earlier that Bush could have bought a ticket to this game.
Yeah.
She literally could have sat in the stands for most of the first 78 minutes, and it would not have hurt Hilton Head. And I say that tongue-in-cheek, Birch, and obviously Bush's presence back there has helped Hilton Head, but she just has not gotten her hands on the ball too many times. There she is.
Yeah, only a freshman. And there is Malin Parsons, who has just been required to do just about everything for Eastside. She has been incredibly busy.
Yeah, quite a contrast.
And she has taken her share of bumps and bruises in this match as well, as she has moved off her line numerous occasions. Hilton Head now working left side. That's Ashley Green over there trying to find Amanda. But Eastside clears it out from the big leg of Malin Parsons. Green takes a little push. Good no call by the official. Down to the backfield, Nicolette Schoening for Hilton Head. Schoening over to Megan Farrell. And now Hilton Head, Faith Leifer gets around the defender, is going to take a shot. Oh, right off the crossbar.
Woodwork for Leifer.
Boy, she just missed her second goal of the day.
And we had a yellow card issued in the ensuing melee for the ball as it came off of the crossbar.
And so our caution here in the 71st minute. So it will be a goal kick.
Penalty kick here, Birch, off the yellow card.
Malin Parsons.
Amanda Green got that yellow card for Hilton Head.
Now Eastside. Ahead. Hilton Head trying to close the gap. And they track it down. Eastside looking to get something going here with 9 minutes remaining. But Hilton Head is right there to sniff out any hope of an offensive attack. Jolseth will send it deep left to Green. So 8.5 minutes to play.
Birch, we're getting down to the closing minutes of the match now, and I still feel like, Eastside has got to be happy with where they are. They have really been dominated in terms of field position and possession time, shots on goal. All the statistics favor Hilton Head in a big way. But with one play, Eastside can tie this match, and, at some point they've got to sell out to try to get that one goal.
Here's Joseph. Hips it down over to Faith Leifer. Near sideline. Looking for Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh has her ball blocked out by Jen Aceves, the sophomore defender for Eastside. And head coach Andy Robinson.
Aceves has been a good defensive presence for Eastside. She's been active and has tried to bring some physicality to the defense. And, for all of the scoring opportunities that Hilton Head has had, Eastside has turned them all away but one. Parsons obviously has a lot to do with that, but she has gotten help from, her defense, and Aceves has been a big part of that.
Throw in, right corner. Leifer sends it across, looking for Crick. Crick has it cleared out, and Eastside clears it away. Action got bottled up there in front of the Eastside goal. Or excuse me, in front of the Hilton Head goal. But Eastside was able to push it out. There's Parsons covering up that serve. We have played 70 minutes of soccer and then some here for the Class 3A State Championship, with Hilton Head leading 1-0. Getting the goal in the first half, the 28th minute, from Faith Leifer from the sharp angle.
Yeah, Hilton Head very good passing the ball in the midfield area.
Crick, she gets bumped.
They're able to use that passing to create offensive chances.
And Parsons is there. No harm coming from Fitzhugh. Eastside tracks it down with Carly Caldwell. But again, Faith Leifer is right there for Hilton Head.
We're getting down to crunch time now, Birch, obviously, and it's very simple at this point. Who is going to step up for Eastside and try to make a play? I don't know that they'll be able to do it, but they're one play away from tying this match. And, it's been a long and frustrating afternoon for these Eagles from Eastside. They faced 20 shots today. They've only gotten all 5 themselves. But one play can turn this match around. And all of a sudden, if Eastside is able to get an equalizer here, the game takes on a completely different feel. And all of a sudden, the pressure is on Hilton Head for the first time today. So, they've got to summon what they've got here. The state championship is on the line. They've been practicing and working all season to get to this game. And now somebody's got to, step up and make a play.
And Eastside had an opportunity there as Grace Canuck was wide open, streaking down the near sideline, but the action was on the far side. Unable to see Canuck. Far sideline. Eastside starting to press a bit here with Andrea Hunt. Eastside was really hoping to get some numbers there. 3:49 remaining in this match. 1-0 score. Hilton Head leading. Headed over to midfield. Eastside trying to track it down. And with 3 minutes remaining, the Eagles are really going to try to have to dig down deep and muster some crisp passes. That's really what Eastside needs. If they can just find one person streaking, they might could get it done.
Hilton Head will just not have it, Birch. They just will not allow it.
Eastside. They'll send it down. And that will go out of bounds. Yeah, Lauren Bush, she just has not been challenged whatsoever for the Hilton Head Seahawks. Freshman goalkeeper.
Yeah, Bush, really could have grown barnacles in the first half. Birch. I mean, she just was not involved.
Yeah, the really only threat that Eastside threw her way was that corner kick that was really denied by Carter Joseph.
Yeah, that came early in the second half, and Eastside got the one shot in the first half, and that was blocked outside of the penalty box. That was the only shot of the first half, and Bush did not make a save, did not record a save until 78 minutes of this match were gone. Now you see the sense of urgency from Eastside.
Now here's a chance.
And a yellow card here.
So a free kick. They'll send it up over the line. And Bush was right there, but we'll do it again.
No kick. I believe it was 23, Amanda Kelsey Fitzhugh.
As the caution coming on Fitzhugh, so trotting onto the field is Elizabeth Whipper, the junior for Hilton Head.
All right, Birch, here's that set piece we were talking about earlier. Eastside clearly on the offensive here, and we'll see what they come up with.
Popped up, Hilton Head right there.
Eastside asking for a handball, did not get it.
And taken down by Hilton Head. So
that's a good ball.
Eastside with a chance and nothing doing. Here's Faith Leifer.
She scored the only goal of the match.
Leifer waiting for some help. Trying to slip the defender. Now Eastside able to get their defenders down.
Handball call. Handball.
Minute 13 remaining. And Eastside will have to hurry. Leifer. Near side for Hilton Head. Shoots it ahead to Molzinski. Under a minute to play.
And Hilton Head doesn't even need a shot here. They're just going to play keep away, sure. No need to take a shot, Birch. If you can keep possession as they've done much of this match, they can salt away the closing seconds and win the state championship.
Clock rolling as Fitzhugh returns. Whipper heads back to the Hilton Head bench as you see the Hilton Head Seahawks fans anticipating a back-to-back championship performance here. Hilton Head leading 1-0. 16 seconds on the clock. Here comes Eastside. Denied by Hilton Head. Boy, that has just been a strangling Seahawk defense out there.
Jordan Houghton-James with the one last defensive stand for Hilton Head.
And that's going to do it. The Hilton Head Seahawks are your 2012 Class 3A state champs. Emerson, they repeat. And how about that Hilton Head defense? They did not allow Eastside anything all match long.
20 shots to 5 in favor of Hilton Head, and I want to congratulate Eastside on a fine season and their goalkeeper, Malin Parsons.
Very impressed
Their
with
defense, they gave everything they had today. they were just outpowered and outperformed by the new state champs, back-to-back state champs, the Seahawks from Hilton Head. They wrap up the year 25-2 with the state championship.
Yeah, Faith Leifer with the goal in the 28th minute, and that was enough as the Seahawks repeat as state champs, knocking off Eastside 1-0. We've got more soccer when we return to Columbia, plus we'll have the presentation of the awards trophies. But for this game, that is going to do it for Emerson Phillips. I am Birch Antley, and we'll talk to you next time here from Columbia, South Carolina on the SCHSL Network.
For the presentation of the medals and trophies for the Class 3A State Championship matchup. First, we'd like to introduce the principal of Eastside High School, Mike Thorne, who will be presenting medals to your upper state champions, the Eastside Eagles. Number 0, Leyland Parsons. Number 2, Madison Kane. Number 4, Ellie Hall. Number 7, Ashton Robinson. Number 9, Robin Martin. Number 10, Kate Anderson. Number 11, Michaela Jones. Number 12, Paige Page. Number 13, Brianna Hunter. Number 14, Carly Caldwell. Number 15, Andrea Hunt. Number 16, Bailey Hack.
Pulling that horn score.
All right, I'll see you next week.
Number
Thanks for
17,
coming.
Madison Smith. Number 18, Grace Knuff. Number 19, Maddie Megman. Number 20, Janice Evans. Number 22, Betsy Evans. Number 24, Nina Lozano. Head coach of the Eagles, Andy Robinson. Assistant coaches, Joe Dodd and Donnie Pratt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the assistant presenting the trophy to your 25-2 2012 Girls 3A State Champions, Commissioner of South Carolina.